Sometimes the problem is you. It's hard to admit, it's hard to face, it's hard to acknowledge. But that's the truth of the matter. Sometimes the problem just is you. And when you think about it, and when I've thought about it, there's been moments where I haven't been ready for an opportunity. And looking back, an opportunity was potentially there, but I was so dogged on something else. I was so focused on something else that I actually didn't see the opportunity that was right in front of my face. Or I didn't take the time to, I talked about this in a different video, I didn't take the time to observe the lay of the land. I didn't take the time to really think about where is it I'm trying to get to and what are the multiple possibilities of me getting there. And I'm not saying organizations don't have a role to play, but at the same time, having this conversation with yourself and being realistic around where the issue lies is more difficult than we can anticipate. Because it's easy, I know it, it's easy even to today to outsource sometimes the responsibility to somebody else and not say, I should have just done more. I should have followed up. I should have had a conversation. I should have, I should have followed the path. I should have taken more responsibility. It's easier to say, well, my manager didn't, HR didn't, this business partner didn't. And no doubt there are, in most situations, it is more nuanced than one person being at fault. But it's this part around, are we willing? Are you willing? Am I willing to take responsibility for situations that I participated in? Sometimes unwittingly. Nevertheless, when it comes down to taking that responsibility, are you prepared to take it? Because sometimes the problem is you, and there's no way to escape it. And it's not nice to look in the mirror to figure that out, but it is what it is. Sometimes it is just that. The problem's you, and it's how do I navigate that? Because ignoring it does not stop the situation from happening again and again and again. And just like we remove ourselves from toxic situations or we analyze them and we try to do the same, try to do something different, try to do something better, it's sitting with that same discomfort in looking at ourselves and going, well, do you know what? I have to be honest here. It was me. Now, I'm not saying you have to go and always tell the other person, bear that in mind, because sometimes it doesn't help the situation anyway. But being able to recognize it in you, will ultimately help you avoid some of these situations, but will also help you become accountable. Not all leaders are accountable, but in whatever direction you're trying to get into, and if it is moving into the leadership track, being able to take accountability is one, or in general, actually, it's not even just a leadership thing. It's just being able to take accountability for the decisions you've made and the actions you've taken rather than trying to blame someone else will always be respected, even if you're still part of it's going to be, you're going to get there's going to be some sort of issues. Taking that accountability and accepting that you were the problem just helps in the long run for you to build better relationships, have a higher sense of self-awareness, which helps you in all cases better navigate the workplace. It certainly helped me.